Simple. We decided to use mobile GPS cycling application instead of smartwatch or websites, and we'll be using the material devices. We'll be using materials of Android smartphones and Apple iPhones. The audience like to share the experience on Instagram or any other social platform. That's why a mobile device app is an option to do as a digital product design mobile GPS app. The media will help promote the brand pedal powered GPS cycling app to reach a broader target audience. The technology that will be included in the design is route planning, measuring the distance, time, which is total time of cycling route, average heart rate, average speed, hotspots like hijacking, accident, roads construction, etc. Data, which is the city of Cape Town, outsourcing data, which will be outsourcing a data collection company. Then there's map, external trigger, external trigger, which will be share, follow, and social media platform. And the last is SOS, with fellow cyclists or PPA is linked with Netcare. Another cool material we can use once the cyclist is cycling is also, since everybody's using perfect phone, you just need to get a perfect case and mount it on your bicycle. For the cyclists can also see their route that they chose while they're cycling. There's a case mount that the phone is mounted in a bicycle. And with Strava brand is one of the biggest GPS cycling app. As a company, their solution ideas are innovative. This will start to help with thinking. They'll start helping with the thinking and design process of this app. As you know, Cape Town urban areas are breathtaking. Table Mountain National Park, Tokai, and Stellenbosch are far from the bus and CBD. The audience can share and also attract tourism. Since the target audience are successful and have reputation, they can hook more people to SA. As you go through the design, there are 12 screens that have been designed, which a brief wanted minimum of 8. So, with the first screen, it's a simple landing page with the visual and the logo, and with the external trigger. And there's a join renew now button. So the user, when they click that, and go to the create profile screen, where you create a profile by adding your name, your surname, date of birth, your contact details, your email. You create a password and you confirm the password, and you click create profile button, and it takes you to the home page. Now the home page is also a visual image with the logo, and then there's a get started button to get started with your whole user experience now. And also at the bottom, the interaction, it tells you how to log in, if you're already a member or not. And your interface, look and feel. There's your profile. We use the CI color. It's simple from the logo, red, dark gray, and the dark gray is overlaying the image, and there's some gray and white. In the interaction, the user interface of the dashboard, it shows you the weather, and it shows you the merchandise that Pedal and Power also has for the users. So, like I said, users like to buy online, so they can buy on the app, whatever the merchandise, which makes things easy. Instead of going to the website, they can buy on the app. And then menu bar, user can click on the menu, hamburger menu, and the menu bar pops up with a nice design curve from the patterns. It was inspired from the Pedal and Power behind the bicycle. Those lines, vertical lines running across how it's curved. So there's 5 navigation menu that's visible. Once you click it, it shows the routes, the resources, the health, the music. With the music, it's basically where you can create your own music playlist while you're cycling. There's a chat room and events to tell you when's the next events of the cycling events. And SOS is also available on the menu as a visibility of a navigation. So we'll click on the user will click on routes. As the user click on routes, on the routes top, there's a routes menu. It's showing there, and there are 3 options. As we said, now this is the internal trigger now, as we are talking about, where we to think about getting to the user's mind. to think about his emotion, the resources, the places, the people, the environment. So we didn't just give them safety route only. We gave them popular routes if they want to use a popular route wherever they are, and freestyle routes if they want to freestyle and have fun and be more adventurous, just to keep them interactive with the app. So we give them an option. So the user, obvious, the objective is for you to use a safety route. So when the user clicks safety route will show up there as an interface design. As you can see, the architecture was designed. Everything is visible, safety routes, and you can search. On your safety routes screen, you have your section where you put on your distance. There's a pin where you are, and then there's a little sign there showing you your destination. And then you can type where you're going. Then once you're done, it will take you to your map one. And your map one, that's where now this technology that I was talking about, which I was learning from the other research, this technology is now is reading it's analyzing the whole area now. Since it's analyzing the whole area, it's an analytical tool, analyzing, gathering information for the user to see where is the safest route. Once that's done, at the bottom, another slide opens up the window option where it tells you, okay, that we've done. The pinpoint is already located from where you chose the pin to where you're going, and it tells you the distance, and you click the continue. Once you click continue, then the user starts cycling. That's map 3. It's showing you the route, and then you can start cycling and follow the route that it has been gathered for the user. Once the user route is completed, the user now can also interact with the user phase and rate. Will tell you, was the route safe or not safe? What does he think about it? And then it will tell you the distance, and then it gives you the statistics, the distance, total time, your heart rate, your total calories, and how much speed you are going. Once you're satisfied with that, then the user clicks share button. Once you click share button, it will show your 3 social media platforms where you can share. Then the user has his final option to choose whatever social media to share his experience. And there's a schedule and budget. The schedule and budget, there were tasks given, and we outsourced. In the first month of the budgets, as said before, the budget's 300,000 rand, and the tasks were given. We just went through April, May, June. Those are the 3 months we were given. In the first month, we just had to do a lot of research, or we had to hire and search a marketing research agency and get a quotation and tell us how much labor, hourly, hours, and rates. So their hours, we're like, okay, 40 hours. Since the whole month they had to have time to do research, and their rates would be 5,000 rand hourly rates per hour. So travel cost was involved. Budget was 30,000 rand. It was approved, but the end of actual budget was spent was 30,500. And next month, now we started to use a UX designer, UI designer, and a developer, where the marketing, the research will be given to the UX designer. Now all the research, now we start to create the whole planning, design, thinking, design process planning. With the UX designer, his hours is 20 hours and is charged 1,500 per hour. And the unit of materials is basically the materials we have to get all the stationery to be used to create a material prototype, to create the materials to when we had workshops to do card sorting and all the material that's needed. And on the fixed cost, the travel was involved, and the fixed cost of having a workshop, in the workshop we probably had to buy we're buying like food, snacks for the people who are participating in the workshop, because we had to ask questions and do usability tests. So cost was involved in that workshop, and everything budget. We thought the budget would be 30,000 rand, but the actual budget was 31,300 rand, and the under over was 1,200 rand. New York design also spent 20 hours on the labor, and his rate is 1,200 per hour, similar as a UX designer. Travel expenses were there, and his budget was 24,000, but actual was 24,500. And we had to outsource a developer. Hourly was 10 hours. Their rate was 750 rand per hour, and budget was 17,500. In June, now we had team review. team review, we're now reviewing now with the UX design and UI designer and with the stakeholders. So the team review is 5 hours and stakeholders are 3 hours shared. And then obvious there was changes been made between the UX, UI designer, developer, and 5 hours are probably spent, and 3,450 rand per hour. Materials interactive, hi-fi, and 17,250 was the actual budget cost at the end because more time was spent. And now to launch this, the budget cost to launch was 30,000 rand, and the actual was 20,000 rand budget cost. So the budget total spent on this whole schedule, on this whole project, was 123,000 rand 450, and the budget amount left was 156,000 rand 550, which is such a positive thing because the budget that's left, we can use it to do other advertising and marketing. So that's the end. Thank you very much for listening.